Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about the OrangeFS distributed file system. First of all, we will discuss the concept of OrangeFS. It is next generation parallel file system which is based on the parallel virtual file system. It distributes file data across multiple file servers leveraging any block level file system. It distributes metadata across all servers using Berkeley DB. It has support for simultaneous accesses by multiple clients including Windows. OrangeFS works with standard kernel releases and it not requires custom kernel patches. OrangeFS is easy to install and maintain. Now we will consider the various functionalities provided by OrangeFS. It is user-friendly parallel file system designed specifically for today and tomorrow's high-performance compute and storage cluster. Its distributed file structure provides outstanding scalability and capacity. The performance of the system boosts I/O performance by storing files as objects across multiple servers and it is accessible in parallel. Object-based infrastructure allows OrangeFS to work so well. Each of the file and directory includes two or more objects. One includes the file data while other considers file metadata. Now, depending on their role in the file system, objects may include both data as well as metadata. None of them is visible to the end users who see a user-friendly traditional logical file view. The unique object-based file data transfer will allow clients to work on objects without the need to handle underlying storage details such as data blocks. Another feature supported by OrangeFS is its ability to have unified data metadata servers. They can be considered as separate if required, but the default is the unified one. The distribution of metadata across various storage servers is done. Along with that, distribution of directory entries metadata is done considering the version 2.9. Another features supported by OrangeFS consider diverse client access methods, which includes POSIX, MPI, Linux, VFS, Fuse, Windows, WebDAV, S3, Hadoop, and REST interfaces. Again, its capability to configure storage parameters by directory or file, including strip size, number of servers, immutable file replication, makes is easily accessible. Considering the virtualized storage, it considers any Linux file system as underlying local storage on each connected server. If we consider the replacement of Hadoop DFS, it makes use of MapReduce extension and JNI and will not do any updation of the MapReduce code. Now we will discuss the various benefits of the OrangeFS distributed file system. First one is the best performing parallel file system. It considers the powerful modular PVFS architecture and it focuses on the well designed solution, which includes distributed directories, optimized request, along with wide variety of interfaces and features. OrangeFS is extremely easy file system to build, install and execute. It has proven to be highly useful file system. Now we will discuss the OrangeFS architecture. As you can see in the diagram, it first focuses on the files which are stored as the collection of objects. File stored as the collection of objects. It will consider the metadata object and it will consider one or more distributed file objects, which are nothing but the D file objects. You can see here the multiple D file objects inside the file. Now, these D file objects are accessed from the directory objects that include the metadata object. So, this metadata object, as you can see in the diagram, will access this D file objects. Then each of this should point to various directory objects which contain direct objects that point to the meta object of the file. Now here directory object will point to the directory data object, which are nothing but direct, and direct will point to the metadata. Metadata will point to the file objects, which are nothing but the D file objects. Now, as we have seen in the architecture, our files are stored as the collection of objects. The metadata object and one or more D file objects. This file object are accessible from the directory object, which includes the metadata object. Each of those point to various dir data objects, which include the directory entry objects, which points to the metadata object of a file. For the discussion of OrangeFS along with its features and brief discussion of architecture has been done, considering this as the references. Thank you all.